All right, Blake, out of all the chips that we carry, what do you think will be the best in the blind taste test?
It's a tough one, but I think I have to go with Sturzings.
Two short guys eat stuff and talk about it.
And you think you'd be able to pick it out blindly without knowing that you're having Sturzings?
I think so, yes. I was overly confident coming into this, and the more I think about it and look at them, the less confident I am.
So what we're going to do today is a blind taste test with all these scattered bags you can tell on the table. We have 4 different varieties that we're going to try. You got Sturzings, Kitchen Cook, you got My Dad's, and you got Lay's. So the object of the game is to pick out and rank what you think the best tasting one. We're going to do it on a scale of 1 to 10, 4 brands, and whichever one wins, we'll announce the winner at the end. So then you guys know, okay, according to two short guys, which one's the best tasting. So we are going to do this 1, 2, 3, and 4. The brands are on the bottom. We don't know which ones we're trying, but from looking at the chips themselves, we've been able to tell one big difference between one of them, and this is this brown one. One of these doesn't look like the other, and that's this one. So
yep.
We believe we might be able to pick out that one.
Yep.
So number 1. Now we're gonna have different grading scales for how good a potato chip is as well. So this is a weighted scale because I'm looking for authentic potato taste, a crispness, and I'll probably say saltiness is my third factor. What's your factors?
I would agree with you. This is definitely tougher than I thought it was. I think I'm more so going towards the salt content.
Okay.
I think that's what like separates Sturzings and Lay's apart.
Mm-hmm.
I'll also say, like, you can tell if it's a small batch versus big.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's what would separate like Lay's and Sturzings apart.
Okay.
But all in all, I mean, it is a potato chip, and when you're trying 4 of them, it's
gonna blend together.
Yeah.
I'll say this is a good base. It's a good starter.
I'm gonna go with a 6.
Okay.
In between a 6 and a 7, 6.5, somewhere around there.
I would consider that one kind of I'll call it light and fluffy.
Yeah.
Right? I had it wasn't too dense. Potato flavor is okay. Not too much on the salty
I'm pretty certain
factor.
I know which one that one is.
Okay. All right, number 2. This one's definitely a crispier look on a chip. More salt content on this one.
Yeah, definitely more crisp than the first one.
More potato-y flavor too. What's your ranking?
I'll do a 6.5 then. That one's just slightly better than the first one.
I'll still go a 7 on that one. I think there's more salt on the first one than there was on that one. Potato flavor's about the same.
No secret to which one this one is, but
Number 3. So we found out My Dad's chips, they have different color inside the bag for sure. And that's regardless of what flavor, because they have 5 flavors, but all of them look kind of real similar. Look something like that. I will say these probably have the most potato flavor out of all of them that we've tried so far. I could take a potato skin and just fry it.
yeah, if you want like an authentic potato taste, I would strongly urge you to go towards the My Dad's. If you want like a lot of salt, then it's probably not your best bet.
Yep. All right, what's your ranking?
It's tough because I really like the My Dad's chips, but I would say my least favorite is probably the original.
Yep.
So for that reason, I'm gonna go with a 5.5.
Ooh, man. I'll go with 6 on that one too, because I crave the salt and I just don't get the salt on that one. All right, last up. See if you can wow us.
Yep.
You think you know what this one is too?
Yep.
Definitely a denser chip. Because even though we have My Dad's and it's a small batch, to me this one has a lot more crisper bite to it. It's thicker. Got 2 C's.
This is like the best chip for dipping too. Like it's not gonna break as soon as you stick it in there.
Yep. All right. What's your rank them?
So, based off of just original potato chips, I have to give it a 10.
Wow.
If we were putting flavors into the mix, then that would, go down. But for original flavor, that's a 10. There's no chip that's gonna beat it.
Okay, I'll probably go a 9, just because I can't give any potato chip a 10. I feel they'll be, I don't know. It's tough. I need flavor. Again, this one has a really thickness to it. It's got a lot of salt. I will say, out of potato flavor, probably My Dad's chips has more potato flavor than that one that we had too. So that's the only reason holding it back from a 10. All right, so put your brand loyalty to a test. Which one do you think is the 1, 2, 3, 4?
Okay, so number 4, the one we just had, that's definitely Sturzings. It's gotta be. If it's not, I'm gonna be very upset. 3 is my dad's chips, obviously, just because of the color. Number 2, I believe, is kitchen cooked. And the only reason I say that is because number 1 is like very flaky and you can break it off, and I believe that's Lay's.
Yep. I would agree with you on all of them. So I believe this one, yep, you got Lay's, you got kitchen cooked, you got My Dad's chips, and Sturzing's. That is correct. So out of the rankings, number 4 had the highest score of 19 out of a possible 20, and that is Sturzing's. So these guys made it in Burlington, Iowa. Number 1 and number 2 came in kitchen cooked, which again, they started making right here in the Tri-States too, so maybe we're partial because we're from around this area. But 1 and 2 right there as far as the best tasting potato chip at Farm and Home.